Good day and welcome to Beyond the Headlines on GbaramatuVoiceTV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center here in Ogunubori, Delta State. Of course, you know that Beyond the Headlines is where we share hottest headlines, most intriguing conversations, and a fresh take on the news that matters. Yes, I am super excited to be here today, Wednesday, the 16th day of April 2025, and I am Agogo Iniko.
And I am Best Olowor. Good day and welcome to Beyond the Headlines. Of course, this is where we give you in-depth analysis, exciting insight, and perspective that matters on the news regarding the Niger Delta region and of course our country at large. Thank you for staying tuned with us today. If you're just joining us live, make sure to share to family, to friends, to various groups, to people that want to be aware of the news going on in their various communities in the region and the country at large. And of course, during our conversations, make sure to drop your comments and your contributions on the issues, on the news that will be making it to our headlines today.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at GbaramatuVoiceTV and turn on your notification button so you'll be the first to know when we come live. Yes, you can also visit our website at www.gbaramatuvoicenews.com. Yes, like I said, I'm super excited to be here today, and we'll have a whole lot to discuss with you today. Beyond the Headlines is taking a new dimension today, and that will be first of all with the flood, the rainstorm that happened yesterday, the rainstorm that hit a lot of places, especially
Uwoton and the Jedo community
area
in
the
Okpe local
government area of Delta State, destroying houses, livelihood, trees, and all lots of properties gone down. We sincerely we feel your pain. We sympathize with the affected people in that community. We hope that the government will come to the aid of the people living in Uwoton and Jedo, because they've lost a whole lot.
Yes, even talking from the interviews,
the shelters,
talking from the interviews that were held, our correspondent was there live, and there were various interviews. In fact, properties were lost. Trees were uprooted, to tell you how serious the storm was,
including electric poles. Like I was like, this is a natural disaster, and we do hope that the government will come to the aid of this, because at these trying times, this time that the economy is so blessed,
exactly, this is not when such things are supposed to be happening
at all. But we sincerely sympathize on behalf of GbaramatuVoiceTV. We sympathize with those living in the Uwoton Jedo area. Yes, so we will be also doing something today. I don't know if you are following us, and if you do, if you're active on our Facebook platform, you would know that I would drop something on our post talking about telling us the challenges you encounter in your community, and we asked you to drop them down so we could read them, because Gbaramatu Voice is the voice of the people and the voice of the voiceless, and that's exactly what we'll be doing this morning.
In fact, there were so many comments from that particular post. I believe that people actually wanted to pour their hearts on things happening in their community, and in fact, Gbaramatu Voice has given them the platform.
And I feel it's a good one, because because of course you don't know who is listening, and the government could actually come to the aid of the people. So we'll quickly go to the comments about the post.
Okay, sorry, before we quickly go into that, let me just quickly welcome my audience on this show. And please, I want to see your comments.
Yes,
only those that will be dropping comments, I'll be reading them out
we'll
loud.
Also read your comments. So if you have your challenges from your village, even as much as you didn't comment on that post, you can also drop them down on this live. Yes,
and obviously you don't know who is watching. Like my host has earlier said, you don't know who is watching, you don't know who is saying. So make sure to drop your comments, drop what is happening in your community, what you are facing in your community,
challenges.
All right. Monday Orji, thank you for joining us on this wonderful program. John Poco Great, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on this wonderful program. Ovo Billy, thank you for joining us. Please, I want to know where you're watching us from. First of all, before you drop down whatever that is happening in your community, please note down where you're watching us from, the community that you're watching us from. All right. Jessica, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being on this wonderful program. Like we have you can see a tag post on the comment section. Speak up for your community. Yes, that is what we are tagging it as. So whatever that is happening in your community, speak it out loud. Obviously, this section is going to be an interesting one and an interactive one. All right, Godfrey, thank you for joining us. Godfrey is saying, I'm happy for what you guys are doing, for what Gbaramatu Voice is doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We
for
do
that.
appreciate. Yes. All right, I have a comment. Okay, Promise Lawuru, thank you for joining us, sir. We appreciate. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. All right, Nana Werega is saying, thanks for the laudable innovation. More of these. Thank you very much for being on this wonderful program. This is Beyond the Headlines. Yes, Gift, thank you for joining us. Freeborn, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful program. Harrison Confidence, thank you for joining us. Please note down where you're watching us from the comment section. Miss Peace, thank you for joining us. Ebikeme Abai, thank you for watching. Karinade, thank you for joining us on this wonderful program. All right, Miss Esther Bokumor is saying, I'm proud of you guys. All right, thank you very much.
So much.
Okay, Esther Bruce is saying, good morning, my people. Longest time. Oh, where have you been?
Good morning. Are you sure you've been following us?
Have you been following Beyond the Headlines?
Yes, because if you've been watching, you won't say
all
right.
Time. Okay, I'm already seeing some comments. People are already dropping their comments about their community, and thank you for that.
Them in. Just keep bringing them in. We're here for you.
Austin is saying, Agoro community, a Keremo local government area by Yelse State, no light, no potable water.
Okay,
Agoro community, yes.
Our viewers before we go into
all right,
the comments. So I think we should say that a little.
Thank you for joining us. Kelvin, thank you for watching Beyond the Headlines. Thank you for staying tuned with us. All right.
So the topic for discussion today, before we delve into our news story, is for you to speak up for your community. What is the biggest challenge your village, your community is facing? Is it bad road, bad hospitals, no light, no water, whatever it is, a good road? So do well to drop it as a security challenges, whatever it is. This is the time for you to drop it because you might be the savior of your community. So do well to do the needful now. So we will be going straight into the post. We'll go first to the post. From there, we take some comments, more comments from the live. So we're going straight to the post now to get some comments. The first one here says is from Emmanuel Williams, and he's saying community is Ukpokiti in Agbara Wari Kingdom in Wari South local government area. The major challenges we have is the abandoned road project linking the community from Omadino community and a jetty at the waterfront. Abandoned projects. Road projects.
Still centering on abandoned projects.
Yes, so right now we're calling on the community leaders, the local government chairman, and everyone who is in charge of that project to come to the aid of Ukpokiti in Agbara Wari Kingdom, a Wari South local government area. It's not a good thing to have an abandoned road project. It could
lag it for
years.
Many
things like accidents and other vices. So yeah, so it's a federal government project. So we're calling on the federal government to come to the aid of the community in Ukpokiti, which is in Agbara.
Yes. All right. The name of the person again? The name of the person.
Yeah,
that
the name of
dropped
the person
comment.
is Emmanuel Williams. So,
right,
so
thank
having
you,
these
Emmanuel.
conversations, do well to share this live. You could be helping someone. You could be helping a
Someone,
community.
yes.
You could be helping a nation if you share this live, so that people also can also connect and drop the challenges they are facing. You never can tell who is watching.
Who is watching?
We know why we're saying
Emphasis
this.
on that.
You never can tell who is watching. So do well to drop comments. So do you have comments there?
I have from James Saifa.
Okay.
James is saying, Obijor as a kingdom headquarters, we need our institution. We are also begging our dear governor, His Excellency Chief Sheriff, to mobilize the contractor to come and finish the Ogbijo internal road contract for us. Those internal road work is one of our major concerns as Ogbijo people. All the works awarded at the same time with it in other places has been completed, remaining the Ogbijo internal roads contract. Please, Gbaramatu Voice, help us air it everything. Thank you for this. All right, James is first of all saying they need our institution in Ogbijo. Yes, that is one vital thing every community, every kingdom needs to have, because education is one vital aspect.
Very vital. You
yes,
can
you know, when we talk
away.
about health, good roads, there we cannot rule out education.
Yes.
So in fact, higher institution is one thing that every kingdom, what every community needs. And in fact, the when the Nigerian Maritime University was signed into being, you can see the joy in everyone, obviously. So in fact, if an higher institution obviously can be in Ogbijo. In fact, the joy in those the people in that community. In fact, it will be very, very laudable. So in fact, and he was also talking about road, a road that has been abandoned for years, and in fact, other communities, other kingdom as well. That those roads, the contracts were awarded at the same time. Those projects have been concluded, and theirs is still.
But yes, the thing is this sometimes, because while we're calling on His Excellency Sheriff Oburuwari to do something about it, sometimes these contractors, they've actually been paid, but then because no supervision, they tend to abandon those projects. And that's why we also need supervision. So proper supervision. So because this problem might not have come from the government,
the federal government,
the federal government, but from the grassroots. So we're calling those in charge to please do the needful, for Ogbijo.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Let me thank you, James, for dropping that wonderful comment.
All right, so before I take this comment, there's someone here who says from Sonia Joseph. This is hilarious. He said she's saying Bilaberi community, they lack everything. Madam, how is it possible that a community will lack everything? Is that possible? So are you telling me no water, no light, no good roads, no education, nothing? Be calming down. So just be specific and tell us. So I have a long one here from King Keme. The major problem in Amasoma today, number one issue that is a very big concern in Amasoma is the Aboki people in Amasoma. Please, let us not be too blind to see this as a very big problem in this community. These people are outnumbering us. The rates at which they are coming into this town is just too much. They are bringing in more people as if they are recruiting soldiers. Because of their great number, they are now dominating us without us knowing. Could you imagine that these Aboki people have taken over the road? Just imagine the way they're driving in the roads anyhow, calling prices anyhow, and they are the people causing more accidents on the road if we can check very well. Then look at how they are operating in our river. They are now the owners of the Amasoma River. They are even fighting with our mothers because of space to drop net. Wow. So this is a very long one here, but I think we'll just round this up. Yes. So this person, okay, in summary, this person is just having this more like security challenge. He's concerned that the issue that more like the northerners, because which is when you call them aboki in Hausa actually means my friend. So you should refer to them as the northerners who are actually you're kind of concerned about it. Well, it's a good one, and we've been able to read it out. So let's see, but it's still one Nigeria anyway. So okay, so
it was just a concern.
yeah, it's just a concern, and it's okay.
All right, okay. From Doris, I have from Doris, Urbana community in Burutu local government area. Just like what my brother said, it's an oil producing community, but no standard lights, solar system, good water, and even a standard school or hospital is not there. Anything concerning government development stuff is not there. So please look into it, because we are really suffering. All right, this is coming from Doris, Urbana community in Burutu local
really,
government area.
A whole Burutu local government area.
In fact, she is saying no standard lights, no hospital, and these are basic amenities.
Yes,
One
no
community.
good water.
In fact, no good water, no standard school,
no hospital.
In fact, it is not a good one. And in fact, we are calling on the local government chairman of this
Urbana community,
and you know, the Burutu local government area. We are calling on the local government chairman to look into this, to do something about it. In fact, that is not a good one. Now, this is from the person is actually talking about our community, Urbana community in Burutu local government area.
Yes.
So she is speaking for herself.
Yes.
You know, the write up here says speak for your community. So she doesn't know about any other community.
Yes.
She is speaking for her community in Burutu.
Believe that the local government chairman should do the needful in Burutu. Yes. So I have one from Jenny Donga Smart, and she's saying Gbaramatu Kingdom need good doctors, and if they can empower the women in the villages, because the fishing is not helping them as before. Okay, so Jenny raised two concerns, talking about they need good doctors, talking about the health sector, and of course empowerment for the women in the villages, knowing that the fishing is no longer sustainable. Could it be due to oil spillage, or why is it
in
not?
Fact,
because
that is one of the major issues that have been affecting the Niger Delta.
But fishing is a profitable business. It is a lucrative business.
Could it actually be the oil spillage that has been
because okay. No, he is saying that that it's no longer helping. No more sustainable. So I think it's more like empowerment. You need more fishing net. The women
maybe more equipment, more advanced equipment to empower them more. Because fishing is actually a lucrative business.
I envy people who if only I can be in a community where I can just go to the river, get fish. I won't be buying catfish again at expensive prices.
I think what he's just trying to say, maybe government should empower them more, and give in more technologies, to boost. We are moving fast, and this is a new age. So obviously this fishing,
the one-way fishing, is not enough to feed the people, the demands of the people. So talking about the doctors, so I think those in charge should do the needful to send in more doctors. But then, are they ready? Is the government ready to pay these doctors? Because that is why we just relocate to.
It's not an easy one.
It's not an easy one. Are they ready to pay? And that's why we're calling on the needed authorities to please do something.
To please do something about this.
Need doctors, please. So something should be done.
I have from Ugedi Alex. Alex is saying Opoama in Warri North local government area of Delta State, we lack a lot. He said we lack good drinkable water, network, sand filling for the community, lights, quality doctors in the hospital, renovation for Oludua secondary and primary school. In fact, Alex has mentioned A whole lot. Is it that the Opuama in Warri North local government area does not have any basic amenity at all? So how do they go to school? How do you guys, do basic things? Now he's saying that they don't have drinkable water.
Wow.
They don't have network. They don't have lights. And please, the issue of lights, for how long has it been ongoing? Has it been for months or years? Because I can actually attest to some communities like that doesn't have light for years. So and for how long have you guys been suffering this?
How have they been coping knowing that there is no light for that time? Like, do they power generators, or how do they
exactly our concerns? And in fact, thank you, Alex, for dropping that one wonderful one from your communities in Warri North local government area. So obviously this is still centering on basic amenities, because this is what we cannot do without as humans living. We cannot do without education, we cannot do without lights, we cannot do without good hospitals, and so many on. So in fact, please, community leaders operating in that community, in that Warri North local government area, please, you guys should look critically into this issue.
Please do something. Yes, please do something. Local government chairman and everyone, the leaders, the traditional rulers, everyone should do something. So I have another comment here from Apekumo Michael. My community name is Oyangbene community under Burutu local government. No good water, no school, no light, no network for communication, no road, no hospital. No. It is well. So Oyangbene community still under Burutu local government
area.
Please, the Burutu local government chairman should please come to the aid of the people living there. No water, no school. But when you say no school, are you talking about tertiary institution? Are you talking about the primary, secondary?
Be specific.
Are you, because no school is it really
is it possible?
Is it possible? No school. Okay, so please, maybe you should throw more light on that. But we've called the leaders to do something about your challenges. Thank you so much for dropping your comments.
Okay, quickly, let's drift a bit to the comment section.
Comments are very important, because these are our people now.
Okay, this is coming from Lala James, from Ofogbene community, Burutu local government area, Delta State. This is still coming from Burutu, under Burutu local government, Delta State. No light, no network, no good water. In fact, we've been having a whole lot of Burutu local government area. So please, this is still central. We're still calling on the local government chairman to critically look into all the issues that the people have been talking about, because obviously we cannot neglect the people on all of this. They are the one they are the people. So obviously we cannot neglect the feedback from those people.
Yes.
So our local government chairman, please do well to, look into all of those issues. You are the grassroots. You are closer to the grassroots rather. So you guys go deeper into these communities and see what they are lacking, and see what you can do to uplift the standard of living for those people. Okay, I have from Esther Bruce. Esther Bruce says, Koluama won in Southern Ijaw local government. Although I haven't been there in about 8 years, but I hear bad rulers, they are only concerned about the community money, but never bothered about the growth of the community and its people. Secondly, they should take their traditions serious and stop being hypocrites. I'm a Christian, but I strongly believe traditional services should be respected and reverend. If them like, make them curse me. Esther Bruce has already said her own at the last part. She said, after saying all of that, she said, if them like, make them curse me. Don't worry, Esther Bruce, they won't curse you. You've only spoken
their concern.
Yes,
and you've just raised
yes, about your community, and in fact it will actually be looked into.
Yes.
We don't advocate bad governance.
Yes.
Most times, like my co-host initially said, bad governance is one thing that is actually spoiling our country. Obviously, sometimes, this issue of bad roads, it might not actually be coming from the federal government. Sometimes funds have been disbursed to this chairmans, but
levels, yes,
exactly, they've
but due to lack of supervision, these things are not properly looked into. Yes,
in fact, we need proper supervisions for all of this. Thank you very much, Esther Bruce, for that wonderful comment. Debra says, Perekeme is saying, in my community we need empowerment to the youth and water. Okay, but you did not specify any community. Please be specific when you're dropping your concerns. I obviously would not know. I am not a how would I put it, I cannot know where your concerns are coming from, so you have to state down your community so I can read them out loud. Okay, before we go back to our previous post, I have from Blessing is saying, the people of Okoswama Federated Community Bureau local government area, health centers, good drinking water, and that of electricity. Thanks, Gbaramatu Voice newspaper. Thank you very much, Blessing. This is still centering, most of the communities are still centering on good health centers, good drinking waters, and electricity as well, because that is one basic need of every human.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're just joining us, this is Beyond the Headlines on Gbaramatu Voice TV, and we have a topic: speak up for your community. This is where you drop your challenges, the biggest challenge you're facing in your community. Speak out. You never can tell who is listening, and we'll hope that those and the right authority will do something about it. So drop your comments in the comment section. Share this live to people, because you could also be saving a nation by sharing this live to your friends and family. Yes. So I have another comment here from Investors Worry Boy. No road, Ojobo and Torugbene road project. Government have abandoned the road project, but when election time comes, Ojobo community play a big role. Ojobo community have the highest votes in Bursar local government of Delta State, but nothing to write home about. I think this is a third person complaining about bad roads now in Bursar local government area. I think this should be
critically looked into.
Yes, should be looked into, because
not just one person.
Yes, all of this person cannot just be saying this because they feel like commenting. It's so. We pray that we are calling on the leaders. We're calling on the local government chairman. We're calling on everyone involved in making Bursar local government a better place, especially like this person stated, Ojobo and Torugbene road project. It has been abandoned for years. And one bad thing about abandoned road project is that it's not safe to because it risks the lives of the people
of any individual staying in that community,
passing through those routes. So we're calling on the
government
to please
now we hear about
something.
Kidnapping, we hear about all of those illicit
security
activities.
Issues. So please, we are calling on the leaders to do something. Yeah. So I have another one here from Charlie. Amatutu community. There is no light. Network challenge, having problem of erosion on our land through the sea waves that has wiped away many houses, including the bridge. This has put a threat to many lives and properties in the community, as it is our biggest challenge that needs urgent solution, or else Amatu will be completely eradicated by water. But God forbid.
God really forbid.
God forbid it. This is a very big issue and a sensitive one at that. So no light, network challenge, problem of erosion. The problem of erosion is, I think, is the most scary part of it. Because you will wake up one morning and see that where you slept is not where you're waking up.
All your properties
are gone. More like the sea is moving towards a community, and it is not safe anymore. So please, we're calling on the authorities involved. Please do something. No matter your level, no matter your levels, the traditional rulers, local government chairman, leaders, and of course, we're still calling on the state government, because there is nothing impossible. If the state government can give a go-ahead now and say, yes, this should be done. Why not?
You see,
Something, yes, something can be done. So we're calling on the state government, the Bayelsa state government, to do something about the community, talking about the erosion and that. Yes. So
you see, even this issue of flood, storms, and all of that. You know, when there is no proper drainage channel, this is one of the things that causes erosion and all of that. So in fact, when they are building roads, there was one particular place I saw. In fact, there was no single drainage channel, and you can see houses everywhere where you're not even supposed to build house, where you're not supposed to build stores. You are seeing it everywhere, and there is no proper planning.
Channel, yes, and then the waters are stuck. They are stuck on the roads and the houses, eating up the houses, eating up the roads. In fact, I saw a very hilarious post yesterday, and it's more like the road was flooded with water, and then there was a drainage system. So some persons were walking inside the drainage system. Guess what? There was no water in the drainage system, but there was water on the road. So more like in Nigeria,
can you imagine?
The drainage system is where people are going through, because even the water is not flowing through. So that is even a poorly done drainage system. So it's not just to create a drainage system. There should be planning.
Exactly.
I know it's in architecture. You know, there are some places that are higher than other places. So there's a way you channel this. So it's not just to just carry block bricks.
There should be proper planning.
Needs to change. Proper planning, yes, to prevent.
Because now the rainy season is fast approaching, and in fact, it will be a very bad one for some communities if proper planning is not put in place.
So we do hope that the authorities in charge will do something about that. So I have a comment here from Jennifer Denyefa, Obotobo 2 community, Burutu local government area. We are struggling with lack of access to clean drinking water. A reliable source of potable water would greatly improve the health and well-being of our residents.
In fact,
and then I wonder, what can a human do without water, without potable drinking
thing of life?
Water. Something we see at our beck and call over here is a big challenge for persons over there at Obotobo community in Burutu local government area.
Still under
Burutu local government area. This is not so good, but sometimes it could be, and that's why we're here, Gbaramatu Voice. We are the voice of the voiceless. It could be an oversight. It could also be that the community leaders are not aware, and that's why we're here to tell you
out this information.
To bring
directly
out this
from the people. We are getting the information from the people.
Yes, and of course to you. Please, something should be done. Nobody should be deprived of potable drinking water, because it is essential to human life.
In fact, most of all these communities are actually suffering from good water, because I have from Binikuku community right here.
Okay.
Tina, Emotoa. Okay. Well, most of these communities are actually talking about no good water, no good hospital. Okay. I have from Benjamin Ojo. Have you read from Benjamin Ojo?
No.
Okay. In Azamawari Southwest local government area of Delta State, Gbaramatu, we the youth of Azama community lack job opportunities. Oh, this is coming from Benjamin Ojo. Is actually, I think, is this the first I'm reading about job opportunities?
Yes, this should be the first. Yes.
In fact, he has actually spoke
the minds of the youth. There.
They need job opportunities. In fact, I can't imagine someone living without a job. How do you feed for yourself, not to talk of feeding for other mouths? It
is a terrible experience that you shouldn't even wish an enemy to go through, because more like you are existing and you're not existing. You can't fend for yourself. Now, especially for those who went through school and they are out and nothing to show for it. You know, everyone keeps saying, yes, entrepreneurship, set up something for yourself. Set up something for yourself. It's good. Entrepreneurship is good.
Is the money going to come from heaven?
Exactly. The capital is needed to do certain business.
To start something.
Even if you want to learn a skill, money is needed,
to learn a skill.
So Please, talking about job opportunities,
Our
employment.
government should do more on that. Provide job opportunities for our youth so that they can start. They would remove their minds
Build
from
industries.
When we talk about this oil theft in riverine communities and all of that. This is one of the things that is attributing
unemployment.
To oil theft, unemployment. Emphasis on unemployment. If our youth can be engaged in several things, I don't think they would be having the mindset to go and
do
scout for stealing oils in our communities. In fact, our government needs to look more on
about it. Yes, there are several ways to create jobs. There are several ways, building industries, empowering people. There are lots of ways. The government should please look into this matter. I have another one from Emmanuel Ovire. Olota, a major oil producing community in Ughelli South local government area, challenged with no accessible road, potable drinking water, electricity, and primary health care. It is really pathetic to see such community with over 2 major oil wells languishing under the aforementioned challenges. There's something I always say. It is so painful to be in water and soap is actually entering your eyes. It's painful. Now this is a community with oil wells and then nothing to show for it. No electricity, no primary health care, no potable drinking water, accessible road. All in one community, but there are leaders
in
there.
An oil-rich community.
In an oil-rich community.
In fact, that is a very sad one, but kudos to the person. What's the name of the person?
Yes, thank you so much, Emmanuel Ovire, for saying this. Thank you.
For speaking the minds of your people.
the minds of your people, yes.
Okay. I have from Suri Goodluck. Now it's saying, my community, Bolowu Zion in Ondo, Ondo State, there is no water. That is the major challenges we face right now. This is it is only I'm talking from concern from just no water. Okay, I believe there would be good roads to some extent, maybe hospital.
You believe? Are you sure? You say you believe?
For the fact that it talks only about water, I believe the community is still trying. But thank you for talking about no water. The local government chairman would obviously see to that. We're calling on the local government chairman of the Ondo in Ondo State. Please critically look into these issues. Yes, thank you very much. Good luck for sharing your thoughts on this issue.
So I have another message from Ebire Priye. Ayokoromo town, no electricity, no good source of she's trying to write borehole water.
Okay.
These are the 2 major challenges we need at the moment. No electricity, no water. Please, something should be done at Ayokoromo community. Please, no light, no water. And you can't do anything without these 2 as a human being living in a community. So this is very important. Please, the leaders, the traditional rulers, the local government chairman, everyone within that region should please do something. Hilda Amoga here says, my community name is Opurudiagbene, close to Ogragbene, has no light. There is a primary school, but no chairs, no road. In this 21st century, are there people still going to school? Children going to school without chairs to sit, as simple
how do they learn
as
conveniently?
Chairs to sit down and write properly.
In fact, the learning will not, learning cannot take place in that kind of environment because
this is so
the learning is not conducive for the pupils, not to talk of the teachers that are even passing this knowledge to those pupils.
In fact, even in those days, I could hear our parents when they talk, talking about some of their no chairs, they come from home, and then this is 2025, and children born under our nose cannot still afford to sit on a chair to learn. Please, Opurudiagbene, close to Ogragbene, please, the community leaders, every everyone involved, stakeholders, even individuals, private sectors, companies over there should please do something. At least provide chairs. Provide chairs, please, for schools over there at Gunmen. Please, something should be done. Thank you very much, Hilda Amoga, for stating that's a challenge. Thank you very much.
Okay, I have from Hope. Hope is saying Ugula community, no doctors, no teachers, and no good water. Okay, this is the first time I am actually seeing no teachers. I can't imagine a school with no functional teachers in the school to pass knowledge to the children. So I think leaders in that regarding that community should look into all of this and provide students with teachers.
And the surprising thing is that there could be people over there who are unemployed, who wish to become teachers, but unfortunately they are not being employed. And then the same community is lacking teachers. I think the people, the authorities involved should please do something. We cannot rule out education. We keep emphasizing that. So teachers should be brought to the school. Thank you very much. So, okay, I have one from Jeffrey Okworu. No road, no bridge to Onya town in Ndokwa East local government area in Delta State. So we're calling on, of course, the state government, the local government chairman of Ndokwa East local government area in Delta State to please do something. No road, no bridge to Onya town. Please, this is very important. No bridge. So, so how do they? If there is no bridge, so how do they access these places? So please, something should be done.
And I think something will be done.
Yes, because Gbaramatu Voice, we are the voice.
The government is going to hear the people.
The voice of the people. Something good is coming your way.
Okay, Blessing is saying good morning. Representing from Okuswama Federated Community Bureau to local government area, needs an health center, no good water for the people, and it has been a big challenge for us to cope with. Even the issue of electricity, please. All right, he is talking about, or he or she is talking about no water, still centering on basic amenities for the community, no good health center, no water. In fact, it has been, I think, one of those days, we actually visited that Okuswama community in Local government area where Chief Benjamin Ekeremo held entire spot for a school he actually built for the people last year. In fact, that was actually a very good one. And report was said that was like the very first school in that community, that Okuswama community. And in fact, this is what we keep talking about. People like this needs to do more for their community. Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful one for your community. And the government is actually going to do something on that. It's talking about no good water, a functional health center. Please, local government chairmen, do something about that.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is Beyond the Headlines on Gbaramatu Voice TV, reaching you from the Niger Delta Media Center, and the topic for today is speak up for your community. So this time I want you to send in your comments and pictures of your community challenges. We want you to send clear photos and videos showing the situation of your area via this number, the WhatsApp number, or send an inbox to 081-4345-9986. I'll take that again. Send your pictures, your videos, clear pictures and videos of the situation. Is it bad road? Is it a dilapidated school building? Or whatever it is it an abandoned project, bad hospitals? Just send a clear picture or video to the number 081-4345-9986 and be a part of this conversation. And I do well to share this live to your friends, to family, so that people can also get involved and also, of course, share their challenges in the community for something, for the solution to come. Yes, so thank you so much. We'll still be going, taking more comments now. All right. All right. All right. So one more comment before we go straight to our news story. This is from Benjamin Ojo. I don't know if you've read Benjamin Ojo's
Okay,
comment.
I have.
Okay. So
I
one
have.
more. Joy Daniel is saying, Odimodi community, we need youth employment, good hospital, and good water system. Employment. So please, those are in charge should please do something about that.
It.
Thank you so much. So in order not to go too much into, we will be having a swap. We'll give you the news story, then we'll take a break, then go back to our comments, and then see. That's why you need to stay glued to your screen, because today we're here for you. It's
going to be a new dimension.
Yes, a new dimension to make it interactive, interesting, giving you updates on news stories, and then taking you to the comments about challenges. Yes, isn't that interesting? Yes, thank you so much for staying with us. So we'll be taking our news today, and the first news making it to our news story today, beyond the headlines of Grammatical Voice TV. Fubara hasn't sought forgiveness, Wike replies Tompolo. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says the suspended governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, has not apologized to him to consider forgiving him. According to him, for there to be forgiveness, the person who did wrong must first acknowledge it and seek forgiveness. The minister, speaking through his media aide, Lere Olainka, was reacting to the call by Niger Delta ex-militant leader, High Chief Government Ekpemupolo, alias Tompolo, who called on him to forgive Fubara, his estranged political godson. Tompolo, while speaking on the River State crisis in a statement recently, emphasized the need for restraint and unity and urged Wike to set aside his anger for the greater good. Still on the news, you were sacked over misconduct. Rivers Judiciary fires back at ex-chief magistrate. The Rivers State Judiciary has clarified that Chief Magistrate Ejike King George was compulsorily retired from service and did not voluntarily retire over the development in the state. It would be recalled that George had claimed that he willfully applied to be retired from service, stating in a letter addressed to the Chief of State and dated 11th April that he cannot service in the state, that there is lawlessness. AGK had stated that the suspension of the governor of the state and imposition of the sole administrator was alien to the nation's constitution, stating that such a decision by President Bola Tinubu was quasi-military rule. However, the RSJ in Port Harcourt yesterday faulted the reasons given by George for his retirement as a chief magistrate, adding that he was officially shown the way out by the judiciary.
Court dismisses LP's defection case against Rivers suspended lawmakers. A federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt has dismissed a suit filed by the Labour Party in Rivers State against the alleged defection of suspended Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martins Amewule, and 26 other lawmakers. The presiding judge, Justice Emmanuel Obele, said in his judgment that the Supreme Court's ruling had finalized the issues of defection. The judge declared that he could no longer preside on a matter that had already been decided by the apex court. The judge took his time to read the judgment of the Supreme Court on the Rivers political crisis and highlighted the aspects that bordered on the lawmakers' alleged defections. Still on the news, Rivers Magistrate compulsorily retired in February for truancy, says Judiciary Commission. The Rivers State Judicial Service Commissions refuted the claims by a Chief Magistrate, AGK King Judge, that he voluntarily retired to protest what it described as quasi-military rule in the state. The commission, in a statement by its acting secretary, Blessing Vic Jumbo, clarified that Judge was compulsorily retired on February 10, 2025 for truancy. The statement said the decision was necessitated by Judge absence from work without leave from August 25, 2023 to December 2024. The statement said George faced a disciplinary committee that found him wanting and gave him a specified time frame to retire voluntarily. It said his failure to abide by the decision of the panel within the time frame compelled the commission to retire him from voluntarily, adding that the action was duly communicated to him. All right, back to our comments.
Yes, thank you very much, Bess, for that. Yes, so I have a comment here from Aketi Abraham. He's saying, Kayama, we have hospitals, not one, but no doctor, no nurses, and no equipment. It's a risk to keep a sick person there. This is a sad one. Kayama, no hospitals, no doctors, no equipment. That is more, is suicidal to...
so how would life be saved if one is
especially in
sick?
cases of emergency where urgent medical attention
is needed.
So please, the state government, Kayama is in Bayelsa State, yes. So please, we're calling on the Bayelsa State government to do something about this situation in Kayama where there are hospitals. He's saying there are hospitals, not as if there are no hospitals, but no doctors, no nurses, and equipment. So please, we're calling on the authorities to please do something about that. Thank you so much, Aketi, for dropping that comment.
Okay, have you read a comment from David Iregbaye?
No.
Okay, he's saying, it's a very short one here. He's saying the road at Usefrun and Ogroda road at Udu and Ugeli, please help us. Okay, he's saying we should help and talk to Mr. Governor. All right, thank you very much, David. He's actually talking about this. Is still talking about good road, and I think this issue has been on for a very long time. At Udu and Ugeli. He's talking about Udu and Ugeli. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor, the governments of Delta State and other bodies. Please critically look into this issue, because whatever we're collecting, whatever we are hearing from the people cannot be forced. There is a little atom of truth in all of this, and the people is actually talking from the heart. They are speaking. Some of those representatives right now are speaking for their community. So the government of Delta State, other bodies regarding these issues should look critically into this, and something should be done about it.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, so I have another comment from Comrade Brutu Gaspar. My community name, Focado's community. The major challenge we face as Focado community is 1, no landing jetty. 2, no internal road. And 3, no health equipment in the general hospital, Focados. Whoa, so that's a big one. So we're calling on the community leaders and everyone involved to please do something about that. No internal road, no health equipment in general, and no landing jetty. I think talking about landing jetty, is it talking about people who land?
People that are obviously coming and where they're supposed to land to
over there. Okay,
crossover. So that is what it's talking about.
Yes, so we're calling on those in charge and to do something. Authorities to please do something. Thank you very much, Gaspar, for dropping that. Joy Daniel says, Odimo the community. We need youth employment, good hospitals, and good water system. All right.
Okay. From Good Luck, Gbaramatu Kingdom, Kritiye, needs a secondary school because the children leave Kritiye to other places and it's not good. How can you be leaving a community to other community just
in 2025
to school? So, in fact, he is saying they need a secondary school. Okay, and this is coming from Good Luck, Gbaramatu Kingdom in Kritiye. All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good Luck. Obviously, leaders regarding that sector, that area, would definitely do something about it because education is one paramount need we need as individuals. Okay, I have from Toby Dino Power is saying Opereza Town, the headquarter in Gbaramatu Kingdom, no doctor in the hospital. In fact, emphasis on good doctors, enough doctors in hospital, because this is lives we are talking about. Yes. Obviously, someone cannot be rushed to the hospital, and before one gets attended to, if it's a life-threatening ailment, the person would have died because no doctors, no enough hands to attend to the person, to treat the person.
So I think the leaders and the philanthropists and everyone involved in should do something about that. Yes, by providing, of course, if there are mouth-watering offers to work over there as doctors, do you think the place will also lack doctors? I think they see so. That rather than paying me the same amount, I have to travel over to the river to do that. I'd rather stay here and just take that amount. But if they get the double of it, why not? Money changes things, so we believe that something should be done. Yes. So we have another comment here from Sikpi Daniel. Anyama Ijo, Southern Local Government Area, Bayelsa State, no network. Okay, so network issues coming up again, so we're calling on the network providers to please do something. So could it be that there is no mast, there is no network mast, or what exactly? Why is there no network? Is it that the network keeps going off and on, or what? So please, Sikbi Daniel, thank you very much for dropping your comment. He's saying that Anyama is just Southern Local Government Area, Bayelsa State, no network. And I have another one here from Arik Pade, Ekameta Community, Bomadi Local Government Area, suffering from flood and no good access road. And he's saying that the list is too numerous to mention. Okay, so Ekameta Community, Bomadi Local Government Area, please, the local government chairman and the people there and those in authority should please do something from the flood and with the fact that there are no good access road. Thank you very much for dropping the challenges of your community. All right.
One of the news, the lead stories that actually made it to our headlines today, talking about the Navy destroying 8 illegal bunkering sites in Ondo State. Now, this actually happened in Ondo State, in Ibokoda. Yes, Ibokoda community in Ilaje local government. Obviously that is a riverine community, and they caught 8 people that was trying to, steal oil produce and all of that. And in fact, the insecurity in our oil system right now is becoming alarming. Thank God for Tantita that is actually doing a very good job in Delta State.
The Tantita security, the surveillance they've been awesome.
And all other states. Yes. In fact, this issue of oil theft, we keep talking about it. We keep talking, and in fact, there've been so many individuals that was caught. There was one incident in Delta State, and even in Bayelsa, even in River State, and they caught many people.
These are people who just go scot-free, but it's not. The story is no longer the same. They must be caught. Yes.
Now, in fact, if you are into all of this, oil theft, there is no how you won't be caught, because our security officers, they are doing a very good job at all of this. So we should stop whatever that has to do with illicit building, illicit refineries, bunkering, and all of that. Anything that has to do with oil theft, stop it, because it is not good for our communities. And this is one of the things that is actually causing oil spillage.
Exactly.
This is one of the things
because
that actually
when you tamper with the government property, tamper with the pipelines, there will be spillage. So please,
so this
desist from that
happened in
act, yes.
and well, thank God for the fact that the Navy actually did a very good job, and they were able to destroy 8 illegal bunkering sites in Igbokoda community in Ondo State.
Yes, thank you very much for that. I have a comment here from Abraham, and he's saying, I'm from Bekobo community. We have so many issues in my community, mostly the sea wall. When you talk about sea wall, I think he's referring to, he's also talking about water invasion, more like it's going, is it more coming closer to the community now? So please, those in authority should please do something about that.
All right, and still talking about our news making it to our headlines today. Of course, it is no news that the Nigerian Maritime University, I talked about it earlier before in Okerenkoko,
yes,
appoint key principal officers in the university. In fact, this is a very good one. After signing the bill into law, and operation has fully commenced, and key principal officers has been appointed. I'm talking about Paul Bebenimibo as the new registrar.
Yes.
Now we also have Abdul Dayan Fatima Jibril as the new librarian, and Tamara Udubemi Justin as the new Bursar. All right, this is one of the things that were actually the key principal officers that were appointed in the Nigerian Maritime University. In fact, this is a very good one and a good innovation. Yes, and I believe these people that has been appointed into this key office will definitely do something and see to the further growth of the Nigerian Maritime University.
Yes, so still talking about the news stories from the speaker, Abbas, who is talking about communication as changing a public perspective. Yeah, so now the speaker of the House of Representatives, talking about Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, he emphasized that effective communication is crucial in reshaping the public perception of government and its institution. I think this is something that is commendable, and you can't overemphasize communication, because whatever you do not communicate well, the other person will never can tell how well you mean, and that's why he's emphasizing on public communication and speaking.
All right, still talking about the news making it to our headlines. Obviously, this happened in Benue State, and there was a news 51 persons were killed. Now, this is saying scores killed, house razed as suspected herders invade Benue community. In fact, the issue of insecurity in our lands, in our community, it is becoming alarming, and it is becoming, in fact, people living in the community cannot live peacefully due to the fact that once they are sleeping, the fear of people coming to invade their communities is gripping their hearts, and it is not a good one. How can I be sleeping in my house peacefully in the community?
So scared,
in fact, I am scared. I'm not,
because locking your door is not even enough.
It's not even enough.
They can barge into you.
Talking about, in fact, the people that died, that lost their life. Yes. Now, what the family would definitely be grieving
through. Some were murdered in the front of.
In fact, it was the
family members. So it's a sad one. Now, still talking about insecurity. Even in Enugu, 4 people, they've been gunmen. They killed 4 persons and burned police vehicles. Wow. Now, it's not just about the civilians now, and then you go further to attack the military personnel, the police personnel. It's really a sad one. The security issues in this country needs to be looked into
critically.
Yes.
And still on the news making it to our headlines, I don't know why I'm actually, maybe will I say, laughing over this. Frustrated investors loot CBEX office. Now you see the reason why I was actually smiling over this.
Well, not smiling, we're not laughing, no, but
all right, you see this CBEX thing. Well, in it when it started, thank God for the fact that when it started, I wasn't aware of it.
In fact, that you even know it started is a good one. Unfortunately, I just got to heard about it when it closed.
Because see, we keep emphasizing on all of these things.
Cannot pay you. No
It
matter
can
how
never
it can't. It's more like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Exactly.
And
We already know
tend
how
to-
these things operate. We
Yes.
already know. Obviously, for the first months, the few months, first 6 months, it will be going well because they want to attract more people.
As a matter of fact, a victim of this cyber fraud wrote a message to the official website. It's more like a suicidal note. This is the last message. I can't really quote him verbatim, but he was saying that this is the last message you'll get from me. I had to sell my source of livelihood, what gives me money daily. I sold it and I invested it into this.
Are you
now
serious?
I have 4 kids. How can I tend for them? No problem. It is better not to leave. And that's the last message that person dropped on that. But come to think
Imagine.
of it, how can you sell your means of livelihood
Just because
to put in a Ponzi scheme, hoping to get something bigger in return? Why not invest it into lands, especially we are in the era of real estate, realtors. Why don't you invest into land? Go to places where lands are developing, buy lands and sell. Why go into Ponzi scheme? It's not a good one.
It's can
not
never
a good one.
help.
But the thing is that no matter how we speak, give it some time. In few months, another one will come up. And so many youths,
some people will still go into it.
It's more like people never learn. And I saw a comment, a hilarious comment, say, see the way people are calling money, 3.this million. I lost 3.2. He said,
so you will have this kind of
it's more like is poverty now a blessing, because for him he didn't lose anything, because when will he even see 1
Can
million?
you imagine?
But it's not a good one anyway. So please stay away from Ponzi schemes. Yes,
it is not a good one. It can never help you because they come with good intention, and we already know where
they make it so rosy, they make it so spicy. Do this. Come on, you just try and have a rethink. If it's that easy, there won't be poor people in this world. If it's that easy to actually make money, if in fact they came to make money.
Exactly.
But it's okay. We also sympathize with the victims.
With the people.
This is not the end of the world. You just have to pick up your broken pieces and move
start
on.
from somewhere.
Killing yourself, committing suicide is not the way forward. Just please speak up to your friends, to your families. We pray you get support, and we hope you learn.
Yes, we hope you learn. That is a very good advice from my co-host. Okay. Let me check some comments from
The live comments.
Okay, and probably you check from the previous one as well. Okay. I have from Dorosha. Okay. Good morning, Gbaramatu TV. Meshi Zedek, watching from Bayelsa, but my problem is all Tantita contracts are given to the one that has. Okay.
Okay, I have one from MC Julius here. It says, please, government should help us build a community backable seawalls. Local government chairman, please help. Our community backable is going down day by day. All right.
Okay, I have from Comrade Wisdom.
Okay.
I think it's a long one here.
Okay.
Okay. Dear sir or madam, I'm writing to bring to your attention the pressing issue affecting my community. Gadanga in Iduwini Kingdom, Burutu. Okay, Kandanya, in Iduwini Kingdom, Burutu local government area, Delta State. Our community is facing significant developmental challenges that require urgent attention. We have abandoned projects that have stalled progress and hindered growth. Our community schools are in dire need of teachers teachers' quarter, and renovation of school buildings. The lack of these basic amenities is affecting the quality of education and the overall well-being of our children. I have attached some pictures that illustrate the deplorable state of our community schools and abandoned projects. I hope these visuals will help highlight the urgency of the situation. I kindly request that you bring these issues to the attention of the relevant authorities and stakeholders. We need the support of well-meaning organizations and government agencies to address these challenges. Thank you for your attention on this matter. In fact, this is a very long one.
Thank you very much, Comrade Wisdom. You actually spoke like a comrade that you are.
That you really are.
It's a sad one. Still talking about education. No good teachers.
No quarters for teachers living there.
Poor, dilapidated buildings.
And this is in Iduini Kingdom.
Iduini,
under
yes.
Burutu local
Iduini
government
Kingdom.
area. In
So
fact,
please if you can send us a picture
evidence.
If you're watching us, if you could please send us a picture evidence or video evidence of this, we could play it. Yes, so because right now you are also helping to be a voice while we are also a voice of the people. So please, if you have any pictures, you can quickly, before the end of this program, do well to send to our WhatsApp number. Yes, so
right now
WhatsApp number is WhatsApp number again. I just hold
will
on,
be displayed on the screen.
08143459986. I'll take that again. 08143459986. Please send us a picture, send us pictures and videos of your challenges, of what you talked about, Comrade Wisdom, before the end of the program, so we could play it out for people to see. Thank you very much for dropping that.
Okay, I have from MC Julius.
I think I just read that.
You read that already. Okay. Okay, going back to our previous post, let's quickly take some more comments before okay, I have some comments. I have a comment here. Okay, you want to go?
Okay, so I have a comment. Okay, so you can go ahead. Don't worry.
All right, I have a comment here. Baron Kingdom, Southern Ijaw local government area by Yelsa State. List of projects needed as follows: emergency school renovation of NDDC Model Community Secondary School, Baran, built by NDDC in year 2002. Again, emergency school renovation of St. Andrew's Primary School, Baran, founded in 1931. Emergency rehabilitation / supply of medical equipment in Primary Health Care Center at Gbaram, Southern Ijaw local government area by Yelsa State. Built in conjunction with European Union Micro Projects Program in 9 Niger Delta states of Nigeria, 2015, under the supervision of the National Planning Commission, Abuja. Yes, this was forwarded by Double I Chief Lucky John Timie Ebi. Yes, the ancient Ibe Perediwe, one of ancient Baran Kingdom, Southern Ijaw local government area by Yelsa State. All right, thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful one. In fact, this is indeed a long list of what is needed in Baran Kingdom, which is the Southern Ijaw local government area in Bayelsa State. They obviously talked about renovations of schools that was built by NDDC, and this was far back 2002. I'm also seeing 1931. This was indeed like it was built far back. Now he also talked about health center, renovation of health centers. They need equipment, health center equipment, medical equipment actually, to facilitate any medical operations. Obviously, we are talking about life here. We're talking about life. We're talking about education, good health. This is what is needed in any community. Thank you very much, sir, for bringing Gbaramatu Voice notice to this. And obviously, the federal government, the state government, local government chairman will definitely see to all of this.
All right, I have a long comment here going back to the post where you have to speak up for your community. This is from Desmond Isi Okoria. I say, God bless you for these initiatives at Gbaramatu Voice. Thank you for that. Reporting from the host spaces of Burutu local government headquarters, Burutu. How I wish this would be channeled to the appropriate authorities. Of course, it will be channeled to the appropriate authorities. In Burutu community, most importantly, amongst other things, we need constant power supply, light, potable drinking water, borehole, qualitative health centers, hospitals, etc. Burutu is a local government headquarters living in perpetual darkness. At this point, the members representing Burutu federal constituents in Senate and a House of Representatives, respectively, should treat this with sense of urgency. Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboriwori, member representing Burutu in the Delta State House of Assembly, etc., should take prompt action as to provide power supply to the community. I believe Burutu isn't just a local government headquarters, but also a federal constituency, yet nothing tangible to show forth. Help channel these grievances to the appropriate authorities, sir. God bless you, Gbaramatu Voice. Thank you too. God bless you too for dropping your comments, for sharing these challenges that a Burutu local government headquarters is facing. In fact, this is a big one. It's appalling to know that the local government headquarters, talking about the Burutu, and of course a federal constituent, has no water, no good roads, potable drinking water, no healthcare centers. And then you begin to ask, so what are the representatives doing about this? What is the issue? Could it be that funds have been disbursed for these things, but some persons decide to sideline them? Or what exactly is the problem here? Because for a local government headquarters, talking about Burutu local government, not to have these things, and then so what about the interior villages in Burutu? What becomes of them? So please, we are calling on the Burutu local government chairman. We are of course calling on His Excellency Sheriff Oboriwori to please do something
about it.
Do something, please, and of course all well-meaning Nigerians to please hearken to the voice of those in the Burutu local government area. Please, it's very important. We believe as Gbaramatu Voice, being the voice of the people and the voice of the voiceless, something will definitely be done about this. Thank you very much once again, Desmond, for dropping that comment.
Before we read more comments, I saw a comment where someone said, "Is this just about Delta State or Ijaw communities or Delta communities and all of that?" Now
it's for everyone.
It's for everyone. It's an open. We said, drop whatever that is happening in your community. What are the challenges facing your community? We did not state if it's a Delta community or Ijaw community. Your community.
So
it could be outside of Delta.
Must everything be tribalistic or centered on? We said drop the challenges, the biggest challenges in your community. Yes. So, okay. So I have another one here. Okay, Desmond. Okay, now I've read your comment before. Now, Desmond. Say, please, Gbaramatu Voice, use your office position. We are the voice of the voiceless, and what we are doing here is more than enough to end the complaints and challenges of your community. Thank you very much. Young Davidson is saying Burutu community, another Burutu best.
In fact, there is a whole lot of
In fact, this
local
is
governments
revealing.
in
This is revealing so much about
this
our
is
communities.
really an eye opener,
because several persons here are Burutu.
Yes,
Burutu.
I've seen so
and they're all
many
saying now
Burutu.
this person is from this is young Davidson, and he is saying Burutu community, the headquarters of emphasis on the headquarters of Burutu local government area. The biggest problem we're having is light. This is one of the biggest local government area, and the headquarters of the local government, no light. This is very painful. So our problem in Burutu community is light. From me, Comrade Young Davidson, youth president, Burutu community. Wow, thank you very much. Now this is a youth president coming out to speak on behalf of his people. Well done. Kudos to you, Young Davidson. Kudos to you, the youth president of Burutu community. Thank you for speaking out. We do hope that
he could have as well seen this post and decided to just
ignore. But then he took it personal to actually lay the complaints of his people. So please, something should be done. We have to, there's something about starting from the grassroots. And that's why we're also calling on the local government chairman to please do something. They always say that, okay, not much is getting to us. But then from your level, just do something. There should be inquiries, there should be investigations. Are this thing true? Or are they just coming out to just say this? Is it coincidental? Something should be done.
Something should be done. Investigation should be going on.
And as a matter of fact, this is an emergency. Something should be done at a Burutu community right now, which is the headquarters of Burutu local government area.
All right, please, if you have pictorial evidence, you can send it to our WhatsApp, which will obviously be displayed on the screen. If you have any pictorial evidence, not just talking, we need evidence, to back this up more. And even before we go off, obviously we'll be having a recap of what the comments we've talked about, but lastly, one of the stories that actually made it to our headlines as well, I have 6 abducted in Rivers regain freedom 11 days after. Yes, 6 people were actually abducted in Rivers by sea pirates. Now, most times I'm always whenever I hear of sea pirates, I just ask myself, is it real? Is it true? Those are like invaders in our waterways. Now, one of my colleagues was actually talking about laying emphasis of security. We need security in our waterways. The alarming rate of insecurity in our waterways is very, very high, and we need securities because people can just be kidnapped. Now, now talking about this news again, 6 people that was actually kidnapped by sea pirates. Now, well, thank God, thankfully they have been released and they've been found after 11 days.
Wow.
I'm just wondering what they would have gone through.
Must have gone through a whole lot. Traumatized.
They would definitely have gone through a whole lot within those 6 days. So please, this is still centering about securities. We need securities, yes, in our lands and in our waterways likewise.
Yes. So thank you very much. If you're just joining us, this is Beyond the Headlines on Gbaramatu Voice TV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center here in Ogunwari, Delta State. Now, we've been talking about, we have a topic today, which is Speak Up for Your Community. This is where you share the biggest challenges, the problems you are encountering in your community. And we've been reading so many comments, people have been dropping a comment from the live comments, and of course to the post we earlier posted for people to drop a comment, and it's been from bad roads to no electricity, to
good
dilapidated buildings, poor educational system, lack of chairs, no doctors, no nurses, the sea walls, the sea now moving towards the communities, and of course abandoned roads projects. There have been countless of issues challenges that different communities have been facing. And this, of course, thank God for this platform that we've been able to speak out on behalf of the minds of the people. It's been interactive, it's been intriguing, it's been interesting. In fact, if you're not, if anybody not watching this program now, you are missing a whole lot. You're missing a whole lot. But you know what? We'll be going on a very short break now, and when we come back, we'll delve more into the issues, talking about the community, the biggest challenges people are also facing. So go nowhere. We will be right back, and it's still Beyond the Headlines on Gbaramatu Voice TV.
I thought they said we are ending in 5 minutes. They said break. No.
Wow, welcome back. It's still Beyond the Headlines on Gbaramatu Voice TV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center in Ugunu, Warri, Delta State. Of course, you know that Beyond the Headlines is where we share the most intriguing conversations, hottest headlines, and a fresh take on the news that matters. And before we went on the short break, we were talking about the challenges communities have been facing, and of course, some of the news stories, giving you in-depth analysis on some of the top news stories. So welcome back again. Now we'll be talking about one of our news stories, talking about Fubara, talking about Fubara, and of course Wike. Wike is reacting to what Tompolo said, that on his birthday, saying that he knows that there will be peace, but Wike has come out to say no, there is no forgiveness because without apology.
Has not sought for forgiveness.
So he's saying that Fubara must apologize before there can be room for forgiveness. But the question is in the position of Fubara to apologize to his political godfather, and is Wike entitled to an apology from his political godson? This is,
in fact, this issue is getting more. There's a deeper. How would I put it? It has a deeper, what we are not actually seeing. That I don't know how I can literally put it, but in fact there are things that we are not seeing in this issue. Now Wike is saying he cannot forgive. There is no forgiveness because the person in question has not apologized. Have not seek for forgiveness. So there is no reason why I should forgive someone that has obviously not asked for an apology.
On this, the whole lot is going on right now.
Now the question is, do you actually think Fubara is going to apologize to Wike?
Because if he should apologize, because first of all, what he was fighting for, in his words, I'm fighting for my people. So more like, you can't come to my state and tell me what to do. Because the people like civil servants and so many benefactors are already saying that, Fubara is doing a good job. Now, if he comes out to apologize, so does that mean that he will not be on the terms of the FCT Minister
Wike? Well, me, I not from my own point of view, but I believe where Wike is coming from, the apology thing, he believes Fubara is a godson, and Fubara has deviated from Wike. So I believe that is where the apology thing is coming from.
The question then is, when will political godfatherism ever end in Nigeria?
Do you ever think it's going to end in Nigeria?
Sometimes you begin to wonder, is the audacity? Not really, but then it's more like a father telling a son, I will not forgive you, like a biological father telling us, I won't forgive you except you apologize. But then again, for someone to consider apology as to forgive, that means I feel there will actually be an headway.
For the fact
meaning if Fubara apologize, they'll become allies again. But whatever.
Well, but for the fact that Tompolo has actually come out to, say something about this,
the situation,
do you actually do you sense any form of coming back together, Wike and Fubara actually coming back together in good terms?
Anyway, you can also drop your comments in the comment section talking about this. So going back now to, we're about rounding up. We're about to draw the curtain, but before we go, we're going to give you a few more comments from people talking about the topic, which is speak up for your community. Talking about the challenges, the biggest challenges you are facing in your community. So this one is from Holland Numuye. Please, I am appealing to the Delta State government led by His Excellency Right Honorable Sharif Oburiwori to please award and construct a long abandoned 12-kilometer section of the Udofori, Ekenebiri, Toru, Angiama, Tamkunu, Toru, Apelibiri, Agoloma Road in Patani Local Government Council. The suffering is too much. We go through Bayelsa to travel, making us to pay times for transportation. Torugama, hashtag Torungama needs road. Patani needs road. Wow, thank you so much, Holland, for that. So we are calling and the state government to please do something about it. Imagine being in Patania, you have to you traveling to certain places, you boycott where you're supposed to take and go through a longer route just to get to your destination.
Just to access good road.
Yeah, so please, this is something that should be looked into. The next comment here is still from Burutu local government area. No good lights and no water for the people of Burutu. Burutu, please, something should be done for the people of Burutu. Yes, because all of this cannot be coincidence, be mere coincidence. It's not possible. So something should be done. There should be an investigative panel. Something should be done to look deep into this.
Local government.
The authorities involved should please do something. Local government chairman, please call on higher authorities, right? So higher authorities to also come to the aid of your people, because we understand that there's not so much the local government chairman can actually do, but then they should be make an attempt to do something
on behalf of the people.
Yes, on behalf of the people. Yes.
Okay, before we quickly sign out, let me just quickly take one more comment. This is coming from Ebiere Priye. Have you read that?
Yes.
I've read
that.
Okay. Let's just take one more comment and then we sign out. We call it a day. Ijob first. Have you seen that?
No, you can.
Okay,
go ahead.
He said no hospital, no road, underdeveloped school. Amabolu, is that a community? Because he just made mention of Amabolu, no community, no local government area, but that is coming from Ijo first, saying no hospital, no road, underdeveloped school. This is still centering on basic amenities for our people living in our community. We can't be living in our community and living in there is no basic amenities for people to live comfortably in their communities, and that is the more reason why people are actually running away from their villages from their communities to cities, because these basic amenities, they are lacking basic amenities. What would actually help for a good living, they are lacking so many of this. So this is what this segment has been all about. It has been an interesting segment from onset. Do you have something you want to say?
Yes, please. But before we round up, before we call it a day, there is an important comment here I think I need to read. And this one is from Ochiko Temi. He's saying all the general hospitals around Warri environ, they are passing through stress. They need solar lights in the maternity wards, no oxygen device, laboratory office, lacks so many equipment, etc. Imagine giving birth to a child in darkness. Oh my goodness. This is
are we actually giving a 1 minute silence?
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Oh my
this is
God.
talking about the general hospital around Warri and its environs. No.
Please, we need pictorial evidence.
Because
we need pictorial evidence.
Do you have an evidence to show that people give birth in darkness in Warri? I mean, please, if you do, please
we need a pictorial evidence.
Because
please.
It's really,
you can send it to our WhatsApp line.
Yes, please. Yes. And if that is the case, please, something should be done. Say the general hospital around Warri environment, say they are passing through stress. So please, if
general hospitals around Warri environment.
So, but I wanted it to be more specific.
Actually,
we have Ekpan General Hospital and we have the Warri Central Hospital. So which one are you actually referring to? Are you talking about the Ekpan General Hospital, or are you talking about the Warri Central Hospital? Please do well to give us more. You know, when you're giving us a report, be specific, because so we don't mislead others. Yes, thank you very much for that. It's been awesome speaking with all of you. I hope you had a good time. I'm sure you did, and I hope that the program was so interactive, talking about the challenges communities are facing. A lot of persons dropped their challenges, and we do hope that the appropriate authorities will do something about the the challenges in your community, because Gbaramatu Voice, we are the voice of the voiceless, and of course the voice of the people. And that's why we're here to help to portray your points and tell the higher authorities who are also listening and watching us right now. Of course, they will do something. Thank you to everyone that have been a part of this. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the comments, for the engagement. It's massive. Thank you so much for the love. Of course, we cannot be here without you, because you are our greatest cheerleaders. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I don't even feel like best. I don't even feel like ending the program now.
We actually don't feel like going.
We are feeling you guys, but unfortunately,
in fact, it has actually been a very interactive session today. We thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. We see your comments on the issues that we have been talking about. Thank you very much, and we see your shares. Thank you. Even as the program has ended, you can as well share for people that we are not on the live. You can also to go back to refer to the video. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, because tomorrow is also going to be a very interactive session in different segments as well. And please don't forget to send us pictorial evidence of what you guys have talked about your various communities. You know, you guys actually talked about no school in some communities, no medical facilities, no good health centers. Some said no teachers, and the bad roads and all of that. So please, we want pictorial evidence on these issues that you guys have talked about. Please, you can send it to our WhatsApp line that will be displayed on the screen. And we've actually called our WhatsApp line. Do you want to call the WhatsApp line to them again? Or okay, yes, it will be displayed on our screen, so you can send your pictorial evidence to that line. Thank you very much for staying tuned with us. Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube as Gbaramatu Voice. And for more detailed story, visit our website www.GbaramatuVoiceNews.com. And we are open for sponsorship. If you want to be a sponsor to Beyond the Headlines, please reach out to Gbaramatu Voice on the number that will be displayed on the screen, or via our Instagram page or our Facebook page. Thank you very much. My name is Best Olowo.
All right, so before we go, the number to call for your pictorial evidence and pictures on the challenges, and of course for sponsorship. If you want to sponsor this program, you like what we're doing, this is the number to call: 08143459986. If you want to get involved in sponsorship, or you want to place an advert on this program, do well to, I'll call the number again: 08143459986 for your pictorial evidence, for sponsorship, and of course for advert placement. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X at Gbaramatu Voice TV. And of course, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Gbaramatu Voice TV and turn on your notifications so you'll be the first to know when we come live. You can also visit our website at www.GbaramatuVoiceNews.com. And guess what? We have something big coming up in August. You already know Gbaramatu Voice will be 10.
Let's ring the bell. Let's ring the bell.
August. It's going to be loud. Yoruba will say, oh, loud. Go. It's going to be loud. It's going to be big. It's going to be massive. Expect the unexpected. Just expect, because we are coming. We are not here to play. Gbaramatu Voice is not here to play. We mean business, and business we shall give to you.
And you obviously know it's coming to your screen in August.
Yes.
But the specified date is not is not
and of
specified
course,
yet at the
venue. Is still unknown. So watch out. Fingers crossed. It's still beyond the headlines of Gbaramatu Voice TV, reaching you live from the Niger Delta Media Center. Signing out is Agogo Iniko. Bye for now.
And I am Best Olowo. Good day.